A terrifying, unidentified object 3,000 miles wide has just been detected by International Space Station. One of the most significant myths that contradict modern reality is the existence of extraterrestrial life. Is it true that aliens exist, or is it a ridiculous notion? You've probably seen countless articles, publications, and videos claiming to refute this myth, while others will tell you how real it is, who is right and who is wrong. What do we believe? In times like this, we all look to the government-run space agency for answers and perspectives, but what if they remain silent? What if their behavior indicates that they are doing everything they can to avoid this conversation? This has been the case for a long time with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Many times, NASA has been questioned about anything witnessed on the International Space Station live broadcast and has kept mute. People are suspicious because of this. When the camera detects something odd, the ISS broadcast periodically stops working for an unspecified amount of time. You've probably heard more unidentified flying object sighting reports than you can count. If an astronaut on the International Space Station obtains film of a fireball exploding over Earth's sky, conspiracy theorists will have a field day. The internet enjoys a good alien conspiracy story, whether it includes stray meteorites or clouds that look like a spacecraft. The International Space Station was built through an international collaboration between NASA in the United States, ESA in Europe, CSA in Canada, JAXA in Japan, and Roscosmos in Russia. So over the years, these space agencies constructed the largest sized space station known to humanity and the most intricate structure ever created in orbit. The International Space Station soars over us at about 248 miles high. This is in low Earth orbit, where human-made satellites and space telescopes such as Hubble Space Telescope reside. However, because the International Space Station is orbiting the Earth at an average speed of 17,300 miles per hour, the ISS is not located in just one place. Many objects in low Earth orbit travel at that speed. Using the International Space Station as an example, such a speed allows it to complete a 90-minute orbit around the Earth about 16 times per day. This is within the standard 24 hours. There is no difference between day and night when traveling so many time zones so quickly. In reality, astronauts aboard the International Space Station saw 16 sunrises and sunsets per day. The International Space Station is around 240 feet broad and 357 feet long, which is about the size of a standard soccer field. But it wasn't always this way. The International Space Station's 16 pressurized modules were assembled over several years. Zarya, the first module, was 41 feet long when it launched in 1998. A few days later, the connecting module Unity, the first ISS module developed by the United States, was assembled. Because Unity is just 18 feet long, the ISS was only 59 feet long by the end of 1998. Every day, the International Space Station is equipped with many cameras that broadcast live video from space to Earth. The actual location of the International Space Station can be known at any time by watching NASA's ISS live stream. The cameras collect vital information and images about the Earth. Although the live video will display portions of the ISS's solar panels, the camera has enabled the globe to witness some of the most astounding feats of humankind in space in 2020. For example, the ISS live feed covered SpaceX's 2006 launch of the Starlink satellites. Brent Jett's flight to the International Space Station, where he had to install a solar array, was also covered on the live feed. UFOs have long piqued the interest of people in the United States and other countries, and a shocking New York Times report in 2017 about numerous incidents in which the U.S. military pilots saw mysterious oblong objects dart around at high speeds, as well as an undercover government investigation into the subject, fueled this obsession. NASA, for example, published several of these photographs in 2013. NASA also contributed images to the planetarium performance in Brasilia. According to NASA, these objects were acquired by the International Space Station. The photographs show a large object estimated to be roughly 3,000 miles long, orbiting the planet. Surprisingly, there wasn't much buzz about the photographs when they were first released. They resurfaced in 2020 like a celebrity scandal, went viral online, and, as expected, the internet went crazy with excitement. Some speculated that there must have been a vast squadron nearby because such a massive UFO would never dare to orbit the planet alone. Others wondered why a mothership would risk being the first object to orbit the Earth. Was it watching us? If this is the case, why should we be concerned about an alien invasion rather than glad that we may have discovered what most of us had been researching? One of the most well-known sightings involved a little ghostly object that appeared to defy the ordinary norms of physics, as the pilot who filmed the video told New York Magazine in 2019. The occurrence was captured in a 2004 video dubbed Tic Tac, due to the UFO's resemblance to the cylindrical breath mint. Another image taken in 2015 by a U.S. Navy Super Hornet fighter plane and made public by the New York Times in 2019 shows an unusual spherical object flying directly into gusts of 120 miles per hour. The pilots can be heard yelling profanities and wondering aloud whether they are witnessing a drone before the thing appears to stop, hover, and unnervingly tilt forward. For many years, scientists have speculated that there are extraterrestrial visitors. Many of these visitors are thought to have been traveling among the stars for billions of years and would frequently visit our solar system. Even though hundreds of specialized instruments watch the skies every night, from the sun-baked Atacama Large Millimeter Array in the Chilean Andes to a snow-covered telescope at the South Pole, none has ever been spotted. In October 2017, a tiny bright speck on the telescope at Hawaii's Haleakala Observatory revealed the Oumuamua, which had emerged from the celestial vacuum. The object, which is plummeting through space at 57,000 kilometers per hour, is thought to have come from Vega, an alien star 147 trillion miles away. It had already sped past our sun, made a flawless hairpin turn, and was speeding off in a different direction by the time it was detected. It could have taken the shape of an elongated cigar or an uncanny spaceship-like disc. Then soon after, Oumuamua appeared, something unexpected happened. They discovered another one. On August 30th, 2019, Gennady Borisov, an engineer and amateur astronomer, observed an object moving against the early sky from his observatory in Nachini, Crimea, while using a telescope he built. At first look, he recognized it as unusual, since it was moving in the opposite direction of the comets found in the central asteroid belt that spans the solar system. The comet 2I Borisov, named after its discoverer, is assumed to be a rogue comet or one that does not orbit any specific star. So, from where did these visitors come? What information can they provide us about extraterrestrial solar systems? And how often should we expect to see them? The Oumuamua was previously assumed to be another asteroid, but several of its features showed significant differences from those of an asteroid or comet. Oumuamua, for example, lacked the traditional comet or asteroid trail, was completely dust-free, and most importantly, was shaped like a cigar, with a length 10 times greater than its width. Despite traveling so close to the sun, Oumuamua did not disintegrate when it spun past it. The temperature was above 570 degrees Fahrenheit at that time. If it had been an asteroid, it would have dissolved into dust. Because there was no official correlation confirmed by NASA or other space agencies between Oumuamua and the UFO witness, other than the photographs given by NASA. Now it looks like the public is overreacting and making a mountain out of a molehill, since NASA is not acknowledging these images. What are your thoughts? Many people undervalue nature. The magnificent world of nature is full of wonders, and once we understand, we start to wonder. Why didn't we think of that? Science is all about unidentified problems and phenomena, and we hope that scientists will do all possible to expand our understanding with the use of cutting-edge scientific instruments. And on that note, we have come to the end of this video. Do you think NASA and the government are covering the pieces of evidence of extraterrestrial life? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to get notified when we post a new video.